All right. Hello. Thanks for coming out. Good to see you, Code. So, I don't know how good this deck will be. I got stuck late at work. I meant to start streaming a little earlier. But I just want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Just want to play some Ogdoadic. And I thought this could be a fun way to experiment. I feel like I haven't had any... Well, that's not true. It's tough. I always like coming up with new Ogdoadic brews, and especially coming into a new month. I want to bling. I want to try and come up with something to upload for a new video. And so I think, yeah, it's a good time to start cooking up new lists. The Chimera stuff was fun. I think I definitely like having the 2 Chimera instead of just the 1. I think 1 is not enough when you have so much recursion. I'm also not 100% on the ratios I've put here. I know it's kind of weird to have 2 Baphomet, 2 Gazelle, 2 Cornfield Coatl. Also, represent Coatl gang. We've got 2 Coatl. We've got Cornfield and Reptilian. Cards people call Coatl all the time, which I just think is funny. But... yeah, I think the ratios might be wrong. We'll have to test. I think Mirror Sword Knight really is the best way to access them. I just realized we're missing Called by the Grave. Let's grab that really quick. I think we might want Called by. But what about Lavalval Coatl? Coatl. Crying in shame in the corner. Level 2 Tuner. If you have 3 more Laval monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can spec this card from your hand. It's this is correct. It's Barone access if we open it with... what's it called? Molten Conduction Field? Laval was actually one of the first... Is Laval Ogdoadic something I have to build? Yeah, Molten Conduction Field. Send 2 Laval monsters from your deck to the graveyard. And it's got weird timing, but you can send Handmaiden, and you can trigger 1 Handmaiden, so you can send a total of 3 monsters. It's a 2-card combo that gets you a level 1 tuner on board. How is it not tearing up the national season? Should we build a Coatl deck? Is that where it's happening? I'm sorry if that slurp was really loud. I have coffee. The synergy. Thanks for coming out, Dragon. Oh, look at this hand. Look at this hand. Oh, and we're going first, you fool. You fool. I think the Chimera stuff... We don't need the Berfomet in hand. We can actually afford to get rid of it. But maybe... Let's go for the Snake Rain. And let's discard the Berfomet and let's see what they do. We go 1, 2. Okay, I really want to get the hand rip off. So if we go 1, 2, Aaron, we could go Aaron, Nephilibus, or no. Let's go Aaron. Oh, how in the hell did we not brick? Deck's consistent. Deck is fire. Hang on. Let cook. Let's go for this. And then if we go, we open 2 starters plus double hand trap. We opened, I'm a good deck builder, I promise. This is just the kind of quality you can expect from me, all right? We're gonna go like this. We're gonna summon this out. That was very Midwestern. I apologize that you had to hear that. And then we're gonna normal summon Mirror Sword Knight, okay? We're gonna use its effect. I've already made a mistake, but it's fine. Hold. Hold. We're gonna grab a fusion. We're gonna grab a Gazelle. Gazelle will let us revive. All right, listen, listen, listen. We're gonna summon. Gazelle will let us revive. Not Gazelle, sorry, Berfomet. So we'll go Chainlink 1 to add, Chainlink 2 to resurrect this, Chainlink 3 to rip a card in the end phase. We just that skilled. You don't listen. You don't get a 3/3. Aren't you fusion locked? Oh, is reading something I'm supposed to do? It's Berfomet that does that, right? That does the fusion lock. Yeah, it's Berfomet. That's fine. I knew that. I know it doesn't look like I knew that. No. Look, listen. I know it looks like I didn't know that, but I did know that. I chose this. We have 1, 2, we have 3 reptiles in grave. We can summon Curse. We can still do this. We can still do this. Tribute the Night Sword. We could dig. We could fusion summon again. That's actually kind of cool. I actually might. Bro, come on. Okay. We go search here. Listen. We go search. We go Water Lily. We open the perfect hand as well. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's like my 5th duel with Chimera stuff. Please give me a break. So here we're gonna go. If we go Daybreak. Oh, we can't link summon. I can't do anything. I can't have anything I want. Wah. If we could Water Lily. No, we couldn't. Yo, do we need to play Xtox Hydra? Is that what? That's what I'm hearing. Even though this can't fusion summon using that card. Let's set this since we're not gonna do anything else with it. We can get king out. I just kind of want one more thing to do, if I'm honest. If we go this. Okay. It's fine. Stop crying. It's fine. We're not going to fusion summon. We're going to throw down Aaron in defense mode. And we're going to set the fusion, because with a monster in hand, we can summon Guardian Chimera on their turn. They hand ripped a Super Poly. That's terrifying. Yep. So, Gizmek Uka. Cool. No idea what you're playing. Okay. So I know it looks like my whole board just collapsed. But... oh, it's fine. We're against a bad deck. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay. Hydrant. Trust the plan. No. This is fine. What is triggering in my graveyard? The Sword Knight. We should definitely use that first. Yes. No. It's so bad. We have to draw here, right? They're on Snake Eye. Rescue Ace. Snake Eye Racist. That is good that they dropped Anima. Come on, the talent. God. I swear, that card's always dead versus me, dude. We've got the Book of Moon. If you control another Rescue Ace, they can't even book us right now. They can just kill us, but... Little Knight is going to get rid of our Imperm. Chaining. Target one of your banished to spec it. We already negated that, and that's a hard once. Does this not target? No, it does. What did this target? Oh, no. It was this. Okay. Yeah, we just fire it then. There's no reason not to. Thanks for coming out, by the way. This is fun. I'm already having fun. Work was a struggle, but it's really cool to come hang out with people and do this. So if I were running it, we could make the big Chimera. Is it worth playing? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Wow, stop. Let me look it up. Let me see what it's called again. Chimera Fusion. It is the Chimera the Illusion Beast. So it takes Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast and one Illusion Monster. He becomes Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast on hand field engraved. This card can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials used for it. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled, you can change the opponent's monster to 0 and negate its effects. That's cool. It's not crazy to summon the opponent's turn, but it would have been a nice option here. And the trigger here we're getting is banish this card from your grave, then to target one. We're gonna wait till the end of the battle phase, I think. We're just gonna take the direct. Into the whale. Okay. Ooh. That's brutal. Let's do this. Let's go for you and special summon from our graveyard the Baphomet, who will get us a new Chimera Fusion and a Gazelle from our deck. Unless it won't because we're out of Gazelle. No, what happened here? Did I already use Baphomet on their turn? Baphomet, Gazelle. Or did I just simply miss the timing? Droll. Oh, so smart. Oh, I'm so smart. Okay, Droll's a bad fit for this deck. That's an easy cut. That's an easy cut. So all things considered, I inted pretty well. Because that was my goal, was to make sure I had no follow-up. And I think I did a pretty good job. I wasn't even watching the turn and I noticed that. Yeah. No, you're right. Listen. The only times I've ever said that I'm a smart person is when I'm messing things up. I am just very dummy dumb. I totally forget. I constantly forget Droll blocks your own searches. I'm not used to hand traps being that balanced. I've got an idea. Okay. So they hit me with the preventer before I could use the effect. Look at that, their graveyard's drained. This was on purpose. I did this on purpose. Next counter should be Comic Sans. How's that? Is that visible? That's kind of a weird color. Maybe I'll try and give it an outline. I'll stop slow playing first, though. Let's go for this. We can only summon out a Gazelle, who can then search us out a card. Looks good. Okay. Can I give it an outline? Outline. Outline color. Sorry. Now I'm just playing with my... settings. I have a mad goofy deck I could play against you on stream if you want. Yeah, Dragon, I'm totally down for that. That sounds like fun. The best part about streaming is hanging out with everybody, and if playing a goofy deck would be a fun way to hang out together, I'm totally down for that. So we can curse. The downside is we can't curse into much. Let's scoop this one up. I guess the misplay counter is not great for attracting newbies if they want to find a top tier, best in the biz streamer to hang out with, but I want my outline to be thicker. Oh, I see. It can only be 20. Sag. It's all right. Okay, let me modify the deck a little bit, Dragon, and then we can go into a duel together. I think the Drolls need to come out. I think they're stupid. I think maybe Fenrir doesn't need to be here. I think we're trying to draw straight gas all the time. And let's go Baphomet and Gazelle up in their count. And let's go Apollosa out, and we'll go for another Chimera fusion. Let's go for Illusion Beast. I like the idea of having something like this to kind of tag out into should we want to, just as an option. So we'll throw Fenrir out for now. I love playing Fenrir though, just as my bling, as my, you know, $20 card. It's so fun to play. All right, Dragon, feel free to come join the room. Anybody who's just watching the stream, by the way, just feel free to come duel. It's fun. Dragon Soul. Here we go. Good luck. Feel free to stream snipe. All right, we're up first. I don't think we won the coin flip. So we have to do our Baphomet last. So we're kind of predictable in that way. We always have to lead with the Ogdo play. All right, good hand. Yep, I agree. So if we go Sword Knight, what we could do is we could go Sword Knight, summon Gazelle, Gazelle, search Baphomet, since we opened to the fusion. And we have the Coatl in hand who can tag out for either one of the guys. So we go Gazelle. Gazelle's gonna search. Yeah. See? Gazelle search Burf. We have... So we don't even need to use the Coatl here, actually. Oh, no, we do. We'll go Coatl. Coatl will search here for... Let's go another Gazelle, because we'll need it. We're going to tribute this. Summon Curse. Curse. Summon Naya. Naya. I think we still just go for the Slicer Lock. Right? Nib hurts for sure. This is a great place to get nibbed, but I mean, that's just the risk you run when you play this deck without an Omni. Although Dragon doesn't tend to play hand traps. Man, 2 great hands in a row. It's almost like the deck is consistent. Cut me some slack. We will search out our Planet Pollutant. Phantasme. That's cool. Draws 3, put 2 back. Add the Planet Pollutant. We could Daybreak here. Let's wait for the Daybreak because we might be able to pull off an Aaron play. So we're gonna go up into a Chimera. We'll use these two. And then, of course, we'll go Chainlink 1 for a search, Chainlink 2 for a resurrect, to resurrect the Sword Knight, of course, Chainlink 3 to hand rip a card in the end phase. Ooh. That's scary. Is this the blind second lab that I've heard of? Because that's very funny if it is. And this guy, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets, you can place A counters distributed as you wish. Okay. Oh, they shuffled back the Sword Knight. They set a big welcome. And now we're searching from our deck to our hand. Out. Ooh, that's brutal. They shuffled back our Chimera Fusion. That hurts really bad. Targets a card. We're gonna search the Coatl because this is targeting protection, which is great. You can only use you can discard 1 card, add 1 card that mentions Chimera from deck to your hand, blah 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 blah. Why game bug? Why game bug? Oh, I already... That's not a misplay. It's not a misplay. It doesn't count as a misplay. It's not a misplay. We're gonna throw face down. This is a weird position to be in because I still kind of think we're all right. We're gonna resolve our Chimera effect. They're gonna hand rip one. Oh no, it's a random card. I thought your opponent picked the card they lose with Chimera. I think I'm gonna hold the Planet Pollutant until they do something because I think it's, okay. So we're just gonna have to use the Planet Pollutant here because they're forcing it with the battle phase. We could M-frame here as well to hold the card. M-frame would put... We already have a Coatl in grave. I don't know how much value this nib is gonna get. So if we... Oh, but no. It doesn't target though. Place 8 counters equal to its on the field. So if I nuke this with 8 counters, we can actually hold the PPV. I think that might actually be better. We're gonna do this. And this thing will get changed to defense. We're gonna be here a while. Placing 11, right? Yeah, 11. 9, 10. There we go. So we'll also PV here. The only downside is this doesn't then clear the Phantasme. So they're getting Chandragleer back to hand, Toby to field, Torby. I don't know why it's called Torby. They can't use the Torby effect and they can't use Lady's effect. And they ended up bouncing the Phantasme. So maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have gone for the PPV because what they do there is I PPV, they activate Lady, or you know what I mean? They go welcome. I think it works out about the same, honestly. That is a good draw. We've got 1, 2. We have a couple reptiles in grave. I think we're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for the Coatl. We're gonna find ourselves a Sword Knight. If we put the Sword Knight down, we can obviously go for a Baphomet, but that'll fusion lock us. So I could also go for Naya. We can tribute off this Chimera. This doesn't matter, and their graveyard's empty. Let's go Naya and send Aaron to the graveyard. Let's go for Curse. Chandragleer. They're gonna set a lab card. Also, thank you everybody for coming out. It's really fun hanging with everybody. Would you like a monster? That was very well played, Dragon. Getting a free... was it? This seems bad. I don't know if you want this on your board. Wouldn't you rather have it in the graveyard? We haven't used either of these yet. And now we have 1, 2, 3. We have some reptiles. Why is Daybreak still in my deck? Oh, they shuffled it back, right? Right. I think we're gonna Daybreak as a means of generating tokens for Aaron. We'll go Daybreak. And Aaron... Let's do this. If we tribute Curse here... Curse just gets us more tokens, and we're already playing under Nib now, so... 3 tokens. In defense position. We'll summon out. We can already use Daybreak, which is really nice. So we'll go like this. We'll go bam, bam. We'll summon out our Aaron. Or attempt to, as they think about whether they want to nib us there. And now... Sword Knight contribute itself. Yeah, I like this. We go for the Baphomet with wings that are big by some accounts. Baphomet will search us a Chimera Fusion and a Gazelle. And here we're actually in a really cool position where we can go for a Chimera, and then we can go for, if we want to, a Guardian Chimera. We're going to bounce this back. Let's go Chimera with you and you. Summon out the Chimera, and we'll do the Chimera Fusion chains. Chainlink 1, Gazelle. Chainlink 2, Baphomet. Targeting... Can you make Guardian Chimera with tokens? You can, that's weird. Summoning out Sword Knight, I guess. Oh my god, I right-clicked. Misclick. Where's my counter? And we're getting an effect off of Lady here, who is free to activate. I think we're gonna say no to that. Does that count? I don't know. I guess not, because I meant to do it. Now I'm just bullying myself. I meant to hit yes. I'm just not. It's frustrating because this kind of thing doesn't happen when you play TCG. Yeah, it's not like you forgot anything. Thank you, Code. I appreciate it. They can Torby now. You searched! Did you just search a card? Okay. Let's get this back. And now we can't slice her anymore. That's painful. We can do this though. We can go Daybreak, putting this back in our deck. This is such a good game. I agree. This is good Yu-Gi-Oh. Send a reptile from your deck to the graveyard. We are going to. We're gonna send. Honestly, we don't need to send Night Sword. I kind of like sending Nephilibus here as a setup, but we could also just straight send Anaya, since I think we're gonna have another turn. So we're gonna do that because we're gonna go for Guardian Chimera here. Using you, and you. Oh, it's no! Reading. 3 monsters with different names must be fusion summoned using only fusion materials from your hand and field with at least 1 monster from each. Opinions on grass? As a design or an Ogdoadic? Why can I not? Oh, no, 1. Oh, reptile, duh. So I can't use a token. 2, 3. Duh. I can pop 2 cards and draw a card. I think grass is a great card. I think it's a crazy card, right? But does this not target? Destroy cards your opponent controls. Nope. We're gonna destroy these 2. Oh, well, it still can't be destroyed by card effect, idiot. 2, 3. That's a misplay. That one counts. That one counts. We got 1, 2, 3. Like banned at 2 at 3. Oh no, grass should always be banned. The problem with cards like grass is I don't like cards. I don't like cards that decide the outcomes of duels by themselves. It's kind of the Maxi thing where if they open grass and you open ash, you have to ash that, in my opinion, right? They're playing 60 cards, they're going to mill like 20 cards, and their whole deck is built around milling a bunch of cards. You have no choice. There's no... This should be a reptile, by the way, Coatl here. What do we mill? What do we mill? We could Water Lily here. I'm just thinking... We could mill Night Sword, and it clears 1 more monster if we do that. Night Sword here. Do we even want this in the graveyard, though? The Chandragleer? I don't think I do. The Torby I definitely do. Let's force the Torby, I guess. We'll attack here. If they kill 1 more monster, it's kind of okay for us, because then we can just res with Water Lily. They're not going to. Yeah, I think grass should just be banned. I think it's fun. I don't think it's a not fun card. I just think for the other player, it creates a negative play experience that is not good for the game. I don't think 1 card should do that much. It reminds me of cards like Soul Charge, where there's no real cost to it, and it just does too much. I actually really like this. They have a Chandragleer that they have to crash to utilize. They've got a Torby who is kind of stuck in the graveyard. We ripped a Kuklok. That's really nice. They can get their welcome back pretty easily. Muckraker. We're getting a trigger on Chimera, who would let us summon a Sword Knight, who would then tag out. We'll wait. We're not in a hurry necessarily, and we still have a Baphomet in deck. I think we're out of Gazelle though. 1, 2, 3. We're out of Gazelle. What about at 1 then? I think it's too swingy then. I think then you're just high rolling. I think you're playing a 60 card deck. Well, I don't know. Maybe no. I think it does too much. I think 1 card reading mill 20 off your deck is too much. That way it would almost be impossible to see it in 60 cards. But then you're just Gamba. I don't like that. Because obviously at 1 is weaker than at 3, but I think the problem with the card still stands. I think it's still a problematic design, even at 1. You know what I mean? Here from Grave, we could... Oh, this is so cool. We can summon Chimera. I kind of like that, to be honest. But we'd probably go Sword Knight. We'd probably go Sword Knight Tribute into Baphomet. And Baphomet will get us our Chimera Fusion. I think it's fun. It encourages creative deck building. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I've not personally played much with it being unlimited, to be honest. It's not a card that I have a lot of experience with. We can hand rip their final card with Omega, but I kind of like going Savage Dragon here and trying to control the board state that way. I think that can certainly be true, it encouraging creative deck building. I don't disagree with that at all. This does take the reptile out of our graveyard, which is worse for our Lily. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have enough in our graveyard now, and we have an Omni set up, and we know they have a big welcome. Grass seems like a problematic card to me, that's all. I think we go this. We can almost kill them doing this. Send Nephilibus. We'll resurrect a monster. Resurrect Nephilibus. If we go Nephilibus and resurrect... They're going for big welcome. Did I say Omni? It's obvious. It's not... Wait, what? Why am I getting a window for Chimera Fusion for big welcome? Oh, because reading. Your opponent can activate monster effects in response to the activation of your normal trap cards. Now I can respond with Savage. Oh, not necessarily. Chandragleer getting back to the hand. Torby summoning itself. Oh, wow, this is a lot. That's a lot. We can recur the Chimera Fusion. We can recur the Chimera Fusion kind of easily. We're going to hold. So they're setting a welcome using its own effect. They're returning Chandragleer to their hand, and they're going to summon out a Torby. The Chandragleer is going to enable them to get... Oh, we lose the Nephilibus. That was interesting. Let's go... If you have a Chimera, add this card to your hand. They're going to summon that from their hand. I think that would be a good monster effect to say no to. I think you should keep that in your hand. This is a good duel. This is really fun. Okay, so now, why could I add this back? If this card is in your graveyard and you have Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast on your field or in your graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. That's cool. Okay, so here we're out of Ogdoadic back row to search is the thing. And Curse doesn't even have a resurrection target. No, it does, but we just have nothing to search anymore. No, that's not true. We have a Daybreak in our deck still. We could also just go battle phase. Clear some dudes. What does Chimera Fusion get us? It gets us a Dragostopelia. Otherwise, we can go Curse. I don't know. This feels like I've put myself in a weird scenario, a weird situation. I could have a Masquerena, I suppose, but I think in this situation we're just kind of forced to go battle. We'll sink some damage. We're in trouble because the grind of Lab is really good. I'm stupid. Should have killed that. Ooh, really should have killed that. I mean, it still would have protected itself, though. In reality. We've still got an Omni off this. I kind of like setting up the Aaron and then just letting him chill. If we're gonna do that, we should do Curse. Because having these idiots from your grave on your field isn't actually good for Dragon here. So let's go like this. We'll tribute off our Baphomet. We'll summon out our Curse. And so I should have done this before the battle phase even. because we would have had one more attacker and we could have swung into the Muckraker. So I think that counts as a misplay. We'll go Curse, targeting the Naya, who will search us nothing. We could Fusion Summon. I don't think I want to do that. And then I think we just go Aaron. And we just try and chill on a control field. And then what we can do is we can make a Dragostapelia using our Fusion and our Dark Monster on the opponent's turn after we use our Savage Negate. The Savage being dark is actually really nice here. What would you hope to play? Are we out of Chimeras? We are. They're doing Chandragleer here. They have Rumpelteufel in graveyard. This would let us... It doesn't let us do a whole lot is the problem. We don't have very many left in our deck. Chandragleer... Let's chill in the Chandragleer. We can deal with monsters pretty well here, actually. If a monster your opponent controls is sent to the graveyard by a card effect accepting the damage step, Coup Clock is activating here. Ooh, Nephilibus. That's interesting. Why can I not respond to the... Okay, I can. They're trying to add Coup Clock back, which would let them activate a trap this turn. They have Black Goat. You can match, then declare one monster name. Neither player can activate. Okay. They're naming... Sorry, what did you name? Oh, you named King. That's really funny. Wow, that was cool. Let's use our Chimera, because then we actually can keep the Savage Dragon. It's not a crazy play, but I like it. The Chain Links Lab gets up to, dude. They get crazy. Ooh, Lady Lab. That's gross. You're gross. I think we still chill. We let Lady hit the board. We will summon out a big winged Baphomet. We'll negate the Coup Clock, and we'll use our Baphomet to pick up our last Chimera Fusion from our deck. Look at how small our deck is, by the way. This has been a really fun duel. I'll have to tell Dragon when he gets back. This has been a really good duel. They have a big welcome and a mystery set card. So here we've got the welcome. Oh, this is great. We can chain block the Lady. Okay, I feel like I should get one misplay removed whenever I'm a clever boy. We're gonna make Dragostapelia using these two. We're gonna put Drago on the board. We obviously can't target the Lady while they have set cards. It cannot be destroyed by card effects either. And here we can use the Baphomet effect to target and resurrect one of these guys. So I think what we're actually gonna do is go for the Coatl because it can't be destroyed by battle inherently, giving it some staying power versus their stuff. So we'll put this in defense mode. Illusions are weird. It's kind of fun that they have their own super type rules written on every single card. That's kind of funny. So Lovely is attempting to set this. They used Big Welcome this turn, so I think this is a good time to Dragos Tapelia and negate that effect. In response to your Aura Lab card, you can activate this effect, especially on this card from the graveyard. Okay, so Arius isn't going to respond here, I don't believe. So we stop them resetting the Welcome Lab, which can set itself, I think. Yeah, it can set itself if a monster leaves the field by normal trap effect. So if they can get another normal trap to remove another guy this turn, then they can get that back. Our Chimera fusions are kind of out of steam, aren't they? Chimera, we're relying on Nephilibus to hit the board and then to resurrect. Oh, this is why they disabled King. It's so funny that 8 counters are still being spread, by the way. Battle phase. Really? Do none of you search? When you kill something, you kill another thing. Okay, we have to keep our Aaron for now. Ooh, Aaron also... If a monster your opponent controls is sent to the graveyard, never mind. They just cleared our whole board with this thing. You know, of all the draws in the world, that's not a bad one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's poetic, really. We're gonna use some effects here. So we're gonna go Nephilibus and Night Sword. That might have just gotten us back into this duel. We'll see. Nephilibus on board. Now, we really need to keep this Nephilibus in the duel on the field. So here we're going to summon out, I think, M-Frame. What does this thing do? Let's read this. Target... When another monster is destroyed by battle, you can target them during the end phase. You can target them card on the field, destroy it. That's such a funny card. That's so funny. Okay, here we can resurrect. I kind of want the M-Frame on the board because then we can Zoha. You know? If I go M-Frame with the resurrect, I can Nunu revive itself, tribute Nunu for curse. Let's do this. This is funky, and this might be the wrong order. But we're gonna rebuild our Slicer, who is in the extra deck. They have a Big Welcome. We're gonna go Zoha, add yourself back to the hand. I maybe should have done this first. We're gonna go Curse, tributing you, summoning self. Its summoning is going to give our opponent a free monster. That is unavoidable. We're probably going to end up going Echidna to zero this down. Summon out the good, the Naya. We can do this. Hold. What do you have? We'll summon out you. Oh, an Allard here. Can you imagine? I mean, we'd just be giving the opponent too many things back, though. They have such a valuable graveyard. Here we go Echidna, I think. So we'll go 1, 2. Echidna. We'll target down the Abomination. We won't chain. We have no reptiles to search. We have Aaron in the graveyard who would love to activate. We'll summon out our Slicer. And we're in an okay spot. Go battle phase. We will out this thing because I'm scared of what it does. This is also insanely important, the shock trooper M frame here, because this allows us to chain block the lady. We're activating. Sad that that went through, but there's not much I can do about it. We're gonna destroy this. Oh my god, it never ends. That's really bad. We're gonna main phase 2. During the end phase, you can target a card in the field, destroy it. I have to do this now. And we pass. Whew. Sorry. Sometimes I check my phone while we're streaming and I just don't talk. This is brutal. Okay, that's interesting. Oh man. I feel like we've played pretty well. We haven't upped the misplay counter that many times during this duel. I missed one back row destruction with the Guardian Chimera when that should have destroyed an important back row. We're losing our whole board here. I think this is probably GG. There's no more Hail Marys in our deck to top deck. 8 turns. This is good Yu-Gi-Oh! This is fun. This is a really good duel. We've used half our extra deck. We've pulled out all the stops. We still ran it. That was, yeah, for real. We still ran out of Chimera stuff, by the way. We still ran out of Chimera stuff. And we upped it. We upped all our important counts. Which is wild. We chewed through a lot of our opponent's stuff, though. This was cool. If we had Diabolos, that would be really nice. It's too bad. You know what would be cool is if we had a card like Diabolos in our own archetype. Goodbye, board. We'll wait till Dragon's back to congratulate him, but this was a really fun duel. Our deck has 12 cards in it. If I sat down and thought about it for a sec, we could account for every card we have left pretty easily. We've got all our imperms, all our ashes, that's 3, 6, are called by 7, 8, 9, 2 Snake Rain. Here we can go normal U. We can go, oh. Name one monster card name. They're gonna name Curse. Oh. Okay. We're gonna Curse. Summon self in attack mode. Curse will summon from our graveyard our Zoha in attack mode. Zoha cannot search anything. We can make Mask. Or we can go King. I think we just do this and we're just going to try and go out on our own terms. I don't think we can though. We're going to take 26. Don't pop Zoha. Don't pop Zoha. I just want to... Okay. Very nice. Really fun duel. That was cool. Deck felt good too. We'll wait for Dragon to be back, but that was cool. I'm happy we caught that on stream. That was a good time. Blind second... Hello? Blind second labyrinth is such a funny concept. Am I not allowed to make rooms? We still ran out of Chimera stuff. Yeah, that was fun. Didn't see everything. That's awesome. Thank you for playing, Dragon. That was really fun. That was a good time. What a back and forth. I misplayed a couple times, and that definitely hurt, but I think overall... We're going to close this down, try again. I think overall the winner of that duel was just decided by playing it out and cards activating. Well, I was also burning out a little. My entire main deck was just furniture at the end. Yeah, I thought that was really fun. We were both really running out of resources because at that point in the duel, I had no usable Chimera stuff left in my deck. I basically had a bunch of hand traps. It was weird how many of my interruptions were just sitting at the bottom of my deck. That was definitely close. That was, I think, genuinely a close duel. I think a best of 3 of that. But I mean, that's kind of the problem with side decking too, right? A best of 3 is kind of damaged by the introduction of floodgates to the main, but honestly that was a really cool duel. I really liked that back and forth. I got to set up my board. That was fun. I can't... Okay, there we go. I couldn't make a room. That was really fun. Well played. Congrats on the win, Dragon. I think the more I think about it too, with Snake Eye being the best deck in the format, it sucks it being a tier 0 format. I think some people are a fan of that. I'm just not personally. But one thing that I will appreciate about Snake Eye, I won't take this away from it, is it is really nice not playing into straight up negation. The Snake Eyes disruptions are strong. I think they're too strong, but I think there is something to be said about the fact that while it's irritating in every way possible, it's nice getting to actually activate your cards. And I think that last duel too was really fun. I set up one Omni in the Borreload Savage, but I'm not a fan of tier 0 formats in general. I enjoyed it more in Agov. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big tier 0 Andy myself, but I do like that with Snake Eye you can play, or at least you can try to. And I think that is something to appreciate about the card design of the Snake Eye stuff, is that it doesn't straight negate you. It stops you, but yeah, it's nice getting to activate your stuff. I went to locals on Sunday with a Mikanko deck. I'm still practicing with it. I went 1 draw, 2 loss, so we didn't do stellar. But yeah, a lot of the older decks have a focus on negation that newer ones don't seem to have as much, and that's pretty cool for the new decks. Yubel. Yubel is edgy Mikanko. Changed my mind. You cannot. Yeah, like the most recent negate everything kind of deck was Sprite. Yeah, and Sprite was a while ago. Sprite is also really annoying to play against. But yeah, I think that is cool. I just think that Snake Eye is overtuned, but I don't think... I promise, I don't think that's a novel opinion. I know everyone's saying that. What do you think we should do for a ban, chat? How do you think Snake Eye gets hit? I was listening to Joshua Schmidt talking about it, and he was basically saying he feels that it's hard to hit the deck without killing it. I think a ban is necessary. I don't think consistency is the problem. They have so many ways of reaching everything. Ban Snake Eye Ash is all that's needed. I agree with that. Is that too harsh? Or is the problem that Ash is just so overtuned? Jesse even agreed on it. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, Ash just does too much, right? It searches a card, searches Poplar specifically, which is the crazy part, because searching Poplar then gets you a back row. And that's kind of where everything gets wild, because I think Poplar is the problem, but I think Poplar being accessible is a way to hit the card. I think Poplar is an insane card. Fenrir would be nice here. Just ram into that Apo. Yeah, that kills it. So, I guess here's a different question. Does the deck die without Snake Eye Ash? Is the deck unplayable? Because they've still got Oak, but now they're relying on that Oak to get the Flamber's Dragon from their deck. They're also relying... They can use the Field Spell too. Field Spell to put the Flambers in the back row. Ash gets you to with Fire King, Jet, and the Snake Engine once without no one-card combos. Yeah, and I think that's another thing that's really annoying about Snake Eye is the one-card combo nature. And the fact that it has so many one-card, but it does not kill the deck since Poplar is a one-card combo. Yeah. Bonfire obviously searches the Poplar, and that gets you going really easily without committing a normal summon. Oak is still an obscene card. Honestly, Oak is not as good as Ash, but Oak is a great card. I don't think anyone's disagreeing with that. So they have a lot of ways to do it. I think it also, this is maybe stupid, but it also kind of opens up a slot in the deck, which I think is kind of fun. I wasn't paying attention. Did they search the trap card? Ask and you shall be answered. So this is kind of a bricky hand. We've got 2 Garnets in our hand. We've got Eternal Favorite. So if you control Yubel, discard 1 card and send this face-up card. Fusion summon 1 fusion. Okay. Okay. Oh, and they have Apo. This is going to be hard. This is going to be really hard. I think I don't have a way to deal with this, actually. Well, let's see, though. So these 2 for sure. We have Zoha. If we go for a Nephilibus line, we can go Nephilibus. We already have Daybreak. So if we go Nephilibus, Zoha's Engrave, I think we go Night Sword, because Night Sword will activate, and this will bait an Apo charge probably. We go Zoha. Charge. We go Nephilibus. I think that's all we got, but on the bright side, we did drain down the Apo. Dude, I could have gone Battle Phase as a threat. We just pass. It's weird. Maybe that was a misplay, but we did drain them of all their stuff. If I hit Battle Phase, what are the odds you think they just Eternal Favorite and Fusion Summon? Maybe I should do that more often. People have done that to me where they pretend to evenly. I think that's a play pattern I should do, because if you only do it when you have the evenly, it's really predictable. I think it's gonna be like the Gores thing, right? You want to integrate it into your lines of play. That way it's second nature when you're attacking. If the Snake Eye Ash ban does happen, where does the deck fall to? What do we think? It's definitely not tier 0 anymore. It can't be, but does it go to still being in the running for the best deck of the format, do we think? Or does it open up a lot of room for the format and bring things that aren't even weak? Stuff like Lab, I mean, maybe that's a bad example, sorry, but it's hard because I can't think of other meta decks right now since there's only one meta deck, but you know what I mean? Do you think that the Snake Eyes Ash ban will do a good job at bringing out other cards into the format? I don't like that they can just search Super Poly here. Battle Phase. Oh no. Oh dear. It really is edgy Mikanko. Look at this. Darn. This one can't, right? You take no battle damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh no, we're just dead, right? While you control Yubel, you... Oh yeah, no, I just die. GG's. This is a fun deck. I like the Yubel stuff. I think it's really cool that it plays well with the opening of the Spirit Gate stuff. GG's. We got time for a little more. Maybe it was a misplay to just play straight into the Apo, but I don't know what else I could have done there. It's also possible that I'm not playing enough hand. That's weird. I don't like that at all. We have Nunu, who isn't a great starter for us, since we'd rather be doing something else. Let's go for Coatl and see what they do about it. They don't stop it. We get access to our Sword Knight. This doesn't look like a lot, but our hand's not bad because we have Nib and Ash, and we're going to have just a monster on board that we don't really care about losing at the end of the day. With Guardian Chimera access. Honestly, an uninterrupted Chimera line just isn't that bad. We also have targeting protection with the Coatl. We should build a Coatl deck just so we can say Coatl without specifying which all the time. Not that it would be confusing, but it'd be funny. We will search out an illusion. We will special an illusion, and we will left click and hand rip. Oh, that's big too. I wonder how much that would have mattered had we gotten the hand rip off versus dragon. Here we'll pick up the Coatl, just so we can refill the targeting protection if we are able to get in that position. You know what's wild too? We're +1 right now in our hand. That's not the most insane thing you can do in this game, but it's insane that you can Laval I mean, Laval Chimera would be, no, I'm getting confused. Laval Ogdoadic would be kind of fun with grass, speaking of, because then you've got a bunch of mill synergy. We have Rekindling. I'm just thinking about if I want a Nunu here, but I don't think I do. Because if we go Nunu... See? Maybe I'm on camp grass just so I can have Laval Coatl synergy. We're gonna pass. And we will resolve our Chimera and speak of the devil. Snake Eye. This seems like a good time to tag you out. Put down a Baphomet. Wow, I can't believe I had draw in this deck at any point. That's so bad. It's really so weak. Okay. I do really like this position we're in now, though. Genuinely. We have the monster negate in the graveyard. We have targeting protection if they go for the subversion. With the Coatl. Nice. No, this is pretty cool. And we have the Ash, the Nib. Nib is going to be valuable versus them as well. So we can honestly wait. Guardian Chimera follow-up on Nibiru is kind of fun even. Here we've got Ash. This is tough. I think what I'm gonna do is Sword Knight this and Ash Blossom on their attempt to summon a Flamberge from deck. I think that is a correct, valuable way to use Ash. I know the discourse lately has been cut Ash Blossom, or at least think about cutting Ash, but I think Ash kills Ash, ironically. They are summoning out the Black Witch. They are going to set a Sinful Spoil card. Please set Subversion. Okay, just going for another Wanted for follow-up. Thinning the deck a little bit too. We're going to put a card on the bottom, draw a card. That is fine. No, it's not. Poplar to the hand, Poplar to the field. Now we have to hold the Ash. We cannot allow them to resolve the... So we can deal with the field spell here. Maybe the right play was honestly even Chimera Fusion. No, that doesn't make sense. What I was about to say doesn't make sense. They're activating. You can place one Snake Eye monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your... Man, good thing we have Nib. For real. I think we now, at this point, just wait to Nibiru. Unless it looks like they're positioning for an Apollousa. Doing this. Why do these cards recur so much advantage? Seriously. What's everyone's least favorite deck, by the way? Really quick, what are your least favorites? Mine is Sky Striker. I think we Ash Blossom this still. Because now there's a possibility that you don't have a way to get the Flamberge out of the back row. Everyone hates Flu. Hero. Good answers. Poplar. Okay. 1, 2, 3. End of main. They're just gonna go battle and clear our guy. What does this card say? Special summon 2 level 1 fires. It doesn't even target. That's so funny. So we don't even care about Flamberge in this situation. Let's Chimera Fusion. I actually was... If I was actually to answer, though, Kashtira or Fur Hire. Fur Hire, really? Let's go Guardian Chimera here. And let's do it with our Baphomet, our Gazelle, and... I want to pop 2 cards here, I think. And the U. They're priority players, so Divine Temple's going to activate. And now we're going to get a couple things here. We're going to go 1 to search, 2 to kill stuff. Well, I'm saying 1, 2, you know what I mean. I experienced their Tier 0 Duel Links reign and have hated them so much ever since. That's so funny. Target a card to special summon. I had no idea that they were meta in Duel Links. That's so funny. And now using the Chimera, we can banish it to get a piece. We're gonna wait on that. Put our Cornfield on the board. This is gonna let us pop 2 cards. We're gonna pop this. And I guess we don't actually care about the Diabell Star anymore. Probably just the Wanted at this point. Actually, if we destroy the Flamberge, it's not bad. It was many years back in the GX era of the game, like 5 years ago at this point. Oh, that's so funny. I guess old scars take a long time to heal. Add 1 from deck or grave to hand. You can banish this card. I think we just get rid of the Flamberge Dragon and the field spell here. I think that does a ton to hurt their game plan. I feel like we played this turn really well. I mean, I don't know if they were misplaying. It didn't look like it. It looked like they were doing normal stuff. We have 7 cards in our hand. Kurikara. Interesting. We can recur... Target 1 Beast, Fiend, or Illusion. That's so cool that Chimera is generic illusion support. I used to play Duel Links a long time ago. I was playing a Shiranui free-to-play deck. It wasn't meta. I didn't pull the list from anywhere, but it was really fun. It was cool to pop off in an environment where popping off doesn't mean you just win the game. Kurikara is searchable off Snake Eye Ash, right? Yeah, level 1 fire. That's a cool splash. I like that a lot. change of heart. Oh Lord. Actually, hang on. Oh no, I can't use the Coatl effect. That's right. I mean, they take this. It was summoned in defense mode, so it doesn't go to attack. I guess they link with it. They can make Promethean. Nib is pretty dang good here. Link 2 into a dark. I think we just nib and stop them from continuing. We don't want this Kurikara on the board. Clear those. Put the Nibiru down. Put this in defense mode and not attack mode, so it doesn't kill my guy. Wow. Get hard punished. We didn't even... It didn't feel like we opened crazy either, but we had a lot of interruptions. We had a lot of ways to play this duel out. In the end phase, I mostly enjoyed the Shiranui Invoked Element Saber Crystron Ritual Beast format around the same time as Toss and TCG. I loved Crystron, it was so fun. In dueling, yeah, right. Holy crap, we can summon out Guardian Chimera. That's so funny. I know it's not like busted or anything, but it's funny. If we summon Gazelle here, we can use its effect, because we haven't used its on summon effect yet. I think more resources is the way to carry on through this duel. Yeah, it must have been Toss that I was playing Duel Links, because that all sounds very familiar. I really like the Duel Links interface too. I think Duel Links looks really good on phones. I like that you can play it on Steam too. I think Yu-Gi-Oh's just been good about that with Master Duel as well. We're dueling Yugi, by the way. They have a response. I don't know what it is. Hey, I think Sky Striker is coming to Duel Links, actually. I heard that. Sorry about that, Duel Links players. If this card is destroyed by battle or destroyed, blah, blah, blah. Didn't know Yugi stooped as low as to play Snake Eye. I mean, I guess it's fitting that the King of Games would be consistently winning, and what better way than to play a meta deck? Or is... This is a weird list, by the way, right? They're playing Change of Heart, Kurikara, both in the main. What, am I doing something wrong? Am I waiting on a activation, or did we get a rage quit? Is that how we're ending the stream? Really? This was such a fun duel. Are you gonna get mad, Fire King? Fire King. Salty King of Games. We totally have a rage quit, don't we? And my timer is way too long, so it's just never gonna run out. That's a shame.
Me.
All right, well, what a fitting way to end it with the Salty King of Games. Let's scoop. My wife is home anyway, so this is a good time. This is the deck we played. Overall, pretty fun, pretty good. I'm gonna tweak with it some more. I think the Aaron and the Diabolos and the Coatl are all kind of memeing. Although I don't hate the Coatl. If a deck has room for it, I really like Coatl in Ogdoadic Brews. I think maybe a third Nib would be nice, especially with Snake Eye kicking around as the best deck. It's just nice to open this when you're against them. It's just one of the best hand traps, though I definitely see an argument for 2. I like it at 3. It's also just one of my favorite cards. But this was the deck list we played today. Overall, pretty consistent, pretty fun. We had a lot of options. We had a really good game versus Dragon. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, I think this was, a success. I'm going to call this a success. This might be the video for next month. Ogdoadic Chimera. It's nothing complicated. You just do the best thing in both archetypes, but sometimes just messing with ratios is all people want you to do for them. So we'll mess with this some more. I want to thank everybody for coming out. If you're new, join the Discord. If you're not, thanks for coming, and I'll see you